Hey Flosstube, it's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom, coming at you on Thursday, July 17th, 2025. Happy birthday to Disneyland. I'm so jealous for the people that are there. I have a friend that's there today enjoying the celebration, so hope they have a blast. We're going to be going in November, so it'll be decorated for Christmas, but some of the 70th stuff will still be there, so hopefully I can get me a pair of 70th ears, because I have a pair of 50th ears and a pair of 60th ears, so I need to kind of stay on that trend. Super exciting. Welcome. It's a channel about cross stitch, a little bit of life. Happy to have you here. Thanks for popping in. I try to record every couple weeks. Right now it's been like once a month, so, and I'm okay with that. And my light just died. Oops. We're just gonna turn that off so you get me without the light, without my extra light. It's all good. No worries, just have to plug that in and recharge it. It's all good. So that's the excitement of things around here. So you're gonna get a little bit of shadow. It's fine. So welcome. Welcome to any new viewers I may have. Welcome to my returning friends. Happy to have you here, and thanks for being here. I'm gonna just hop in to what I have worked on this month, what my plans are, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So there's a piece I have that I want to that I work on every month. And just to get it done, my goal is to get it done by the end of the year. And it is Fairy Moon. And there she is. This is an out of print pattern. I'm borrowing it from a friend. And I got July's section done, which was really nice because it was very, lots of half stitches right here. So I got it done pretty fast. So this is the actual middle of the pattern, and so this was what June was probably from, I can't remember. I've got it divided into about 30 or 40 rows. So but yeah, here's the clouds and stuff, and so we're starting back up this way to get her other half done. So super excited about that. And this is on got it from 123 Stitch. Can't remember what it's called, but I figured it went really good because I didn't want to go super dark on stitching her. So that's my Fairy Moon. I try to work on her before I do any other goal stitching. The end of this month is going to be a little bit different because I am going to a retreat and really don't want to take her, because I get in the groove that I just want to stitch on her and I don't want to swap up. So I'm going to be bringing something else. Okay, and then I also participate in Whippagories that Sammy J does on Facebook and Instagram. And any of the Flosstubers I talk about, I will link below. And so every month Sammy does, we call them Whippagories, kind of like categories, where she spins a wheel and she pulls up the different categories that are on that wheel, and she puts X number of stitches into them. And if you follow along, you can do whatever you want. It's kind of like WhipGo, your board, your rules. This is, at least 100 stitches is what I try to do. And so the calls for this month has a border, and so I pulled out Cabinet of Curiosities, which is a fun one. This is a Clouds Factory, and I started this at the Crazy Women Stitching Retreat with Andrea and Holly, and we got the same fabric. It's a Live and Die LA. I believe it is Sleepy Hollow. And we all started it together, and it was lots of fun, and I get to see Andrea and Holly at the retreat in a couple weeks, so super, super excited. And here is where I'm at. So that middle block there with the mushroom terrarium and those vials and this cute little skeleton guy is all done, and then I'm just kind of going off to the other bookshelves and everything, so lots of fun. The skeleton I did in glow, so it's gonna glow in the dark, which is really fun. I did that with my Magical Creatures calendar. Somebody had done all the whites in glow in the dark, and so I was like, what better thing to glow than a spooky skeleton. So back you go. Maybe I shouldn't clean as I go. We'll just stack you over here because I don't want stuff to fall on me. Okay, and the next one is a small, and I have a finish. I'm so excited. This is the French Kitchen series. I started this with Laurel and Sammy. I can't remember if anybody else started it with us. And we all started on different things. And I did apples and sausage, pain message. And oh, those are showing up a little bit better. I'm trying to decide if I should like backstitch more around these cups or pitchers, but they actually show up pretty good. So, and that's it. And then there's the berries and mint, and there's some other ones, but I'm taking a break from that for now. Yeah, so that's going to get put away, and I'll try to decide if I want to do more of them, but we'll see. Not this year. And then more than 30 colors. I chose Mirabilia Alice. She's kind of an unofficial progress because she's just been getting a lot of calls lately, and she's been really fun. Oh, that looks really good. So this is where Miss Alice is. So I'm going to finish this part of her, and then I'm going to start into the curtains because those are pretty easy. Kind of mindless counting. I'm going to do the border and then come down, but oh, she's looking good. She's looking good, looking good. So that's her. She gets to go away for a little bit, so we'll zip her up. And then, let's see, what else did we do? Full coverage, and so I was able to give some love to my Kingdom Hearts piece, and it actually, I was able to catch it up, because I've been trying to get about 500 stitches on those ones that I have goals on, that are kind of my ones I want to finish. And I mean, this one, obviously I'm not going to finish it this year, but it's one of those ones that I want to give some love to every year, or every month. And I had to get a new tablet because Pattern Keeper, if you have an Android that's a little bit older, does not work. So I was able to come, so I found I've had the corner of this piece of my Kingdom Hearts piece found for quite some time, and yeah, so we're just moving down. I am doing all the black on the outside first before I move into the other, and I want to say that the middle of the project is around here somewhere. So I've gone past the halfway point on stitching this, so I'll come down to the bottom, which isn't very far, and then I can move across the bottom, and then I'll just move up the top and start going from there. Where did I put? Oh, it's right there. It's blending in. Like I took off the Q-snap. So got some love on that. Oh, and this is what it looks like. I got as a present one year for my birthday it's an Etsy site, the Stitching Girl, not Little Stitch Girl, Stitching Girl, but I don't know, because obviously it's IP, don't know if it is on there anymore, but that's what I've got. And okay, and then what was the other one? Hang on, one moment please. And then Stitcher's Choice. And my Stitcher's Choice this month was Bella Filipina's Alice. And this is what she looks like. And I do not have her on a fabric that color. I have her on this fun color. And the other half of this one is actually for the Cinderella, or the Snow White. What is that? Oops, my stuff stuck together. Let go, you. let go. These Alforce needle minders are very strong. So here I am. This is what she's looking like. I'm working up the side here. I want to do the border all the way around, and that is in a Rainbow Gallery, a brown Rainbow Gallery Petite Treasure braid. So we'll never ever ever work with light effects again. No, no, no. Kreinik and Rainbow Gallery is the way to go for me. So, and this is an Under the Seas fabric. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. So she's going away for a little bit, but she is fun. I like working on her. She's super cute. Okie dokie. And then for the Whip Go, I had Jessie was for my call for July, and Megan. And Jessie just got back from the chatelaine retreat, and she's like, you need to work on your chatelaine. So it's gotten a lot of love because Alma from the Tattooed Crafting Owl also called for the chatelaine to be worked on, and then I think I've worked on it for a Whippagoree. And this is where we're at. That's the top. So I had put it on a scroll frame, but I'm going to need my stretcher bars sooner rather than later, so I took it off my scroll frame and put it on the 17 by 8 Q-snap. And this is where we're at. I got the backstitching done on those top waves and on the center waves. So that's lots of fun. Lots of backstitching. It's a blackwork pattern. And the one that was on the very top was really weird and not working. Like, my brain could not wrap around it. So I said screw it. And because I noticed that the sides, these ones and these ones, were the same on both of them, were the exact same, and I was like, well, why is the top different? So, and I'm sure it's probably to differentiate from the top, but there's going to be an octopus in the middle. You can kind of tell where the top's going to be. So I decided to just move that, what the pattern was on the bottom, to move it to the top, and stitch that. So nice and easy peasy. And you need to go in there more. So that is Octopus Treasure Cave. I got about 300 and something back stitches, so over 600 stitches, because with back stitches I like to count every 2 as 1 stitch, because your cross is 1 stitch, 1 stitch. So that's usually how, if you're doing counting games or anything like that, your specialty stitches are 2 legs equal 1 stitch. So like a road stitch that may or may not have 4 legs, 1, 2, would be 2 stitches. So anyway, and then Megan chose Love Bugs, and this is Tell an Emblem, and I'm working on the butterfly in the middle here. Gonna work on these little flowers. Finished the bee, and I started this with Sammy and I think Vic Gable and Megan. I can't remember if anybody else, but I know Sammy and Megan for sure, and I think Vic Gable started it too. So that's where I'm at there. And so I take that in the other room. And then I also worked on my reindeer. So this month was, let's see. This month was Comet, I believe. And on the 14th, yeah, Comet. And that's what Comet looks like. A lot of stitching and a lot of beads on this guy. So, and I start one every month on the 14th. I know Janet Jabber is stitching this. Vicky from Reading and Stitching is stitching this. And we're all doing it a little different. And then I have, who's next? Cupid is next. And so that will be next month. That will be in August. So super fun. And then here is where I'm at on, oops, and I'm doing all of mine on one. So, and we're almost done with that frame, but I'm probably just gonna not finish it off. Like most of my frames are, the only one I have fully finished on the frame is Rudolph, and I actually have a good portion of Rudolph started. So I think this is going to be my one of my focus pieces for next month, or next year, I mean. So, but yeah, that's what it's looking like. And then we'll just move it on over. Okay, and now, so I've got those out of the way. I've got my focus pieces. I don't know if I've done Castle Wall. I don't think I've touched Castle Walls for the last couple months. It's just kind of thrown by the wayside, so I'm hoping to get some stitches done on this one. Super fun. I'm on the last page on the top, so it's 3 and 3, I want to say. This is by Ink Circles. Oh, get in there. And it's done with the called for Glorianas. It's actually, everything is called for on this. My mom bought it for me for my birthday, and we kitted it up at Acorns and Threads, which is really fun. With Feldspar Picture This Plus, I want to say. So, let's see. That's 3. Page 1, page 1, page 2, page 3. Okay, yeah, so it's 3, 3, and 3, but the bottom is not. But the bottom pages are only 45-ish stitches down, so only like that much. So that's what the bottom 3 pages are. So super easy. It'll be nice to work on those. So. But yeah, I'm just finishing up the top of page 3 over here. So yeah, lots of fun. I'm just going to put this guy in right here. Pardon me for some light housekeeping here. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm working on with that. Good old Castle Walls. Okay, so I'm going to work on that. I have a little bit of time. And then I did work on the Guardian a little bit, I think after I recorded. But it's looking so good. So I've got this side where I've got my page all done and I'm working across the bottom. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to do all the knot work and everything that's in the stitching, or that's in the picture. Because that is very much Therese Wensler, but at the same time, I think I just want to stitch the dragon. So I've at least got that inner border done, so I've got that all complete. And then I guess I will just see how I feel after I finish the dragon, if I really want to do, because that's a lot of half stitches and yeah, so quarter stitches and not very many blends, I don't think, but yeah, still. Lots of back stitching and stuff too. And I've got an ant or a spider crawling on me. Excuse me, Mr. Sir, you can go away. Alright, so there's that one. And then cardinal points I'm going to pull out too. And I'm getting really close on this one. And this is a Long Dog sampler that was done with Little House Needleworks, I want to say. Or no, Gentle, yeah, it's done in Gentle Arts. Yeah, done in Gentle Arts. So, and then it was in conjunction with Gentle Arts, so that's what it looks like. And I'm at the bottom corner. So I only have 3 pages left on this one as well. And I'm almost done with this page right here. And I get to move over, so it will be nice. So hopefully have this finished in the next, if not this year, it will definitely be finished early into next year. I try to get about 500 stitches on that as well, and it goes pretty quick. And then my last focus I have is Lilac Pixie. This is by Nora Corbett. And this is where she's at. I've got her bottom all done. Obviously not the beads. I always save beading to last. So I'm working up here to her torso and head, and then she's got some wings that are coming over this way. So Stasha from Stitch and Crime, she is working on her as well, and we're kind of close. She's still working on the bottom part of the skirt. So I'm just a little bit ahead where I'm at the bodice. This is a really good one for retreat stitching, so I'm probably going to move this all up, move the Q-snap up, and so that I just need to work on the top part. So that's probably what I will do, and she is super close. And this is the reason why I needed to relieve my roller frame from its sidebars, which I need to get some more, just one more pair of sidebars, I think, because I have a couple different sizes of roller frames, but yeah. So I know, first world problems, it's okay. So, okay. And then, and I can't remember, I think I did show, yes, I think I did show this. I will show it again though. This is the wolf from Cottage Garden Samplings. This is a Year in the Woods Part 2. And I'm ordering this from Sammy at Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. I have a sugar glider that's coming. Oh, that wolf is so cool. And I love the yurt. The yurt is so fun. And then I'm also in her Fabric of the Month with Atomic Ranch Fabrics. And this is a Latte. So a nice neutral. And it is a 32 count Lugana. And then she also has me like on a Quirky Quaker surprise. So she's got I need to still go through the list. I'm like, I know there's a couple that I have that are not on the list, but I just need to mark them because I know I have the flamingo, and yeah. So, but this is the Luna Moth, and then this is the owl. Look at that owl, so cute. So, lots of fun. And let's see here, and I did Be Stitch Me Friday night. It was actually Saturday. Saturday fight, and got me a piece of 36 count Romantic Ruin. It's gorgeous. So a Bella or a Bella will go on that, or one of my Noras that I have in my library. Very pretty. So, and then I also won a giveaway when you do like the Friday night fight night or the Saturday morning one that she did. You can put your name into, or your name goes into a drawing, and you just go through on the little giveaway thing and say, I'd like this, and you know, you can do as much as you want there. And so I won a piece of lightly salted, not roasted 28 count Lugana, and so this is a really good neutral as well. So very fun. Plans. I have plans. Whipco numbers have not been called yet, so that's going to be in a couple days. It is the 17th, so I think she calls them on the 25th. And Sammy releases categories on the 20th usually, so I will try to come back before that or after that. But I do have a plan to start this with Sammy. And this is, ooh, I actually might put that Romantic Ruin. I am going to be starting the Enchanted Rose, which is Belle from Bella Filipina. And right now she's on this Ada, but I might... I might put her on this Romantic Ruin. Well, we will decide that when we start it. I will ask for opinions because I get to start this with Sammy. She's coming to the retreat that I'm going to, as is Vic, and Jaylong's going to be there, and my friend Andrea and Holly, Kara from K in the Kay's Crafty Cave. I'm like, what is your channel, Kara? She will be there with her bestie Lisa. Stasha from Stitch and Crime will be there as well. My mom's gonna be there. Jen's mom's gonna be there. So we are gonna have like a table and a half of craziness. So I'm so excited. So excited. So yeah, happy to be here and glad that I could catch up with y'all and have a safe rest of your summer or winter, depending on what hemisphere you are in. We will talk to you later, my friends. Take care. Bye.